Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final whistle. It's international break.
Yes, sir.
Our favourite time of the season.
Just love it.
But it's a good chance for us to speak about England. It's a good chance for us to speak about where England go from now. Before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe. And as you're watching the video, feel free to comment and get involved in Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram too. But yeah, England, where do we go from here? We've just finished the Euros just about 2 months ago or so. It's disappointing in the end, but it was good that we got to the final.
Yeah.
And as was predicted, Southgate has left England now.
All the best, Gareth, man.
So we've got a squad that was chosen by the interim manager. I don't even know his name.
Lee Carsley.
But there is.
Thank you.
There is. Say it again.
Lee Carsley.
There is. Lee Carsley. But now we are going to discuss, where do we go from here? What happens? In fact, my first question, before we speak about the manager, what players in that England squad, in the group that we've had for the last 2 years or so, do you think we need to start phasing out of the squad?
Harry Kane.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean, oh, come on?
Nah.
Why?
The World Cup will be his last round, and it should be.
So we should start phasing him out. And I feel like we should use him as a bit of a
Do
wild
you think
card.
he should still be a starter?
No. I don't
Do you
think
think he should be a starter?
I think he should be. I think obviously he was clearly unfit in this tournament.
Was it clear?
I mean, we saw him get injured just before with Bayern, and there was rumours that he was injured. However,
So why is
Southgate's not going to drop his captain, and he's still not going to play him. That's the fault of Southgate.
There we go.
However, he just won the Golden Shoe, or whatever they call it.
Just so funny. He's playing for Tottenham, yeah? Went Bayern Munich, got the golden boot, and they gave him a cannon. I just love the way the world works out sometimes.
Oh, come on. But yeah, he's won the obviously he's gone ahead and won that, so he's still clearly got a lot to offer. He'll probably be the golden boot or golden shoe winner yet again.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's someone who we can have in and around. That doesn't mean that people like, I don't know, Sri Lanka or Tony
Watkins.
or whoever Watkins, whoever manages to get that place doesn't make them that number 9 spot theirs.
I'm not saying in terms of like take him out of the squad. I'm just saying start to phase him out. Like he doesn't have to start every single game. He doesn't have to be the nailed on starter. And he can be.
There should be more competition, basically.
100%. And I think Watkins proved during the Euros that I should be playing for England. I should be playing not these little 10, 15-minute cameo appearances. I need time. I can start the game and impact the game.
You know what didn't really go in Watkins' side is that in the warm-up games he wasn't really bagging. He didn't really get the goals. But however, he's proved it when it mattered. So I respect him for that.
That was his first time playing for England.
Yeah. Fair.
So I mean, it's the biggest stage. Do you know what I mean?
Are there any other players?
Yeah. Another name that I was going to mention, and I think Lee Carsley didn't include him, is Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't include him, and rightfully so.
Might be just of morals though.
Morals? You don't need someone like that. Well, in fact, sometimes you do need someone like that in the
Okay,
dressing room.
fair enough.
However, as also look at that performance against Nico Williams. Yeah,
I think
it showed that cool. The young bucks are here. You know,
his time is up. Trippier is just
Retired,
retired as well.
yeah.
Do you think it's the right time to phase out both of them as right backs?
I mean,
especially when you know that. Okay, so we've
got
about
Trent.
5 right backs that could possibly be in the England squad, right? In Wan-Bissaka, Trent,
Ben White.
Walker.
Well, Ben White's not going to play for
See,
England.
like,
We
people,
know
like,
that.
got Ben
people
White.
like Ben White, Wan-Bissaka, cool, they're not going
Reece
to play.
James.
But you've got Reece James, you've got Trent.
When he's available.
You've got Walker, you've got Rico Lewis, and then who else?
Oh, yeah, Rico Lewis.
I don't know, you might want to call up flipping Marcus Tavernier
Walker-
from whatever his name
A lot
is.
of people would argue that Walker is still England's best right back, though.
I don't think he is. I think he might be England's best. I don't know. I was going to say best defensive.
In terms of recovery, yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like I'd argue saying if he'd started Wan-Bissaka, would he lock up Nico Williams? I think he probably could.
Maybe.
But it's
these are two big ifs that I've got here.
Yeah.
The first if is that if Reece James is fit, he's probably our best one. The second if is that it was not as big, but is if Pep leaves the season, whoever the manager is next season, makes Rico Lewis that starting right back.
Yeah.
They could really make a claim to.
But
play
to be fair, I think Rico should be playing for England. I think
should be in the squad.
I think he should be in the squad 100%, like in and around, and he's good enough and he's proven it. To be fair with you, when Jao Cancelo first got shunned, that he can do the business at right back. He's actually like a competent right back.
Yeah.
But I think another player we should. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that.
I just hope we don't. I just hope we don't rush to get rid of Kyle Walker because he's still a quality right back.
Sorry, I'm going to say it. I think we should.
What?
No, Jack Grealish. I think we should probably. We should.
Phase him out.
Yeah, because look, now one thing that we all know. No, listen. One thing that we all know, yeah, is that, and I know the English are gonna hate this because they love Jack the lad. But what I'm saying is, if you're not playing for your club, and when you do play for your club, it's not great. Why are you in the squad? Because ultimately, Jack Grealish has done nothing, and I can say this: Jack Grealish has done nothing to warrant a spot in that England team. It's like, for example, how we were talking about Harry Kane in the Euros, where he was trash, he wasn't great. He's at least got credit in the bank.
A lot.
He won the Golden Boot at the World Cup as jammy or whatever people want to call it. He still did it. He still bags for England. He's reliable for England. And when it comes to club football, he's reliable. He does the
Don't you think
business.
there needs to be a bit of a balance because on the other hand of things, you've got someone like Foden who spent a lot of the Euro campaign playing on the left wing, even though he's not a left winger. But he's done so well for his club that he needs to be in England's squad.
Yeah.
So I get it. Grealish hasn't done
On
well.
either end.
He hasn't been doing really well for a club or country to get into the club. But where the balance comes in is that, okay, well, we actually need left wingers. We need natural left wingers. How many natural left wingers do we have
So
that
why
are
is
doing well
Rashford
for the
not-
club?
Is Rashford in the squad?
No, he's not.
He's not.
What my point is that we
But
need left wingers.
Anthony Gordon.
And yeah.
I'd rather
have
have-
in the squad, but you need more than one left
Well,
winger.
Rashford
And I think
then.
Rashford-
Rashford's going to be playing.
yeah, I agree that Rashford should be in. I'm just saying I wouldn't
And
rush.
if you talk about credit in the bank, Rashford's got
I
that.
wouldn't
Exactly.
rush to phase Grealish out of our current set of the
Set.
squad.
But if we're- cool,
because
say-
we need left wingers.
Say for international, so obviously I know it's Nation League, yeah. But if this was like, cool, Euros, yeah, and now we're picking the team, Grealish isn't making that team because it's like, bro, what have you, like, over the last 12, 18 months, what have you done? Yes, we know you won the treble with City, and to be fair with you, he was important.
part,
He
yeah.
played a part.
Do you not
But
think
since
we could have done with
then,
him at the Euros?
no.
Really?
Actually-
I think we were crying out for
Actually,
a left
yes,
winger and
yes,
actual left
no,
winger.
we were crying out for.
He
The
would
thing
have
is,
done a better job than Foden.
I don't even know because Grealish doesn't take on his players like that on the wing. He takes on his players more so in that left channel and central area, if we're being very honest with you. Sometimes he does obviously take it on the left, but if we had started Gordon or if we had a Marcus Rashford, yeah, we would have done better at the Euros. And the reason I say that is because, again, on the right-hand side, you had Bukayo Saka coming in on his left foot and sometimes going outside on the right. When he did come in on his left foot, if he's not getting across, he's laying it off to whoever the right back is to try swinging across. On the left-hand side, you cannot do that if you have two players that are both trying to come inside. It does not work.
Yeah.
So that's why on the left-hand side, Phil Foden had no joy. He had no other choice but to come into the midfield and occupy the same space that Bellingham is trying to be in, and the fact it didn't work. So what we should have done is stuck with someone like Anthony Gordon who will terrorise his winger, inside, outside. What is he going to do?
Do you think moving forward then, are we all in agreement that Anthony Gordon should be England's like main left winger? The way in which Saka
I wouldn't say main
don't
because I
think
still
he's
think Rashford should be the main one, if I'm being very honest with you. Because at the end of the day, like, and look, I'm not a United fan, I'm the furthest thing from it. But Marcus Rashford is one of England's best players. And on his day, Marcus Rashford can be one of the best players in world football, just off of the sheer talent he has.
On his day.
You said it.
He has that X factor, let's all be honest. When Rashford is confident and playing good football, he's up there.
Yeah. Get
But
that head off of yours
that's
immediately.
fair. I'm not going to disagree with that as a United fan.
What do you think about the additions is what I was going to ask. You know, you've
But
got
players coming in.
Yeah.
Angel Gomez has come in.
Gibbs
Eze
White.
obviously just came in from the Euros. Gibbs
Noni.
White, Noni. I think this is good. I like the Noni one because I think we can't rely too much on Saka. I'm not saying Saka's dead.
Yeah.
But playing him every single minute, every single game, you sort of know Saka's going to play every second.
And
It's
Noni's
good for there
somebody
to be
who's-
competition. Someone in which, okay, say Saka needs a bit of a rest, we can get someone like Noni on and you know he's going to play in a similar way in which he's going to
Yeah.
That's what I
actually
was
take the
gonna
ball
say.
forward and drive at the goal. I'm actually happy with that. I
100%.
hope it continues. Obviously, it's based on their form at the start of the season because Noni wasn't in the squad before. But I think moving forward, it's good. I like the fact that Gomez has come in as well because it shows that the England board and management, they're
FA,
not just looking at
Thank
they're not just
God.
looking at England, they're looking away. I thought it was a bit of a drag to put him in because on the other hand, because I think, has he been better than some of the players who have missed out? Is he actually a better player than a lot of the players that have missed out? Is he ready to play international football? I don't know about it.
So Lee Cardi,
But let's see.
So Lee Cardi, just to confirm, was he the under
21s
20
or 23s or whatever, yeah.
manager? So he obviously, the way that Angel Gomez played in that, he was dictating the tempo of the game, so he knows what type of
Exactly.
midfielder
True.
he wants there.
True. But I'm thinking long term, past Lee Carsley, whenever you get the new manager is, who we'll discuss in a moment, someone
But I
like
guess
Gomez
he's giving him
coming
the
in.
chance to actually show it on
Thank
that
you.
stage.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, the new
and this is the
manager
chance to do it.
Yeah, the new
And-
manager, if he's foreign, people are saying Mourinho should go for it. People are
Look.
saying Pep should go for it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
might overlook players
That's fair
like
enough.
that.
Pep ain't going to England coaching. He ain't doing
That's
that.
fair enough. So
Benitez.
who that was what I was going to get onto now. Actually, who should come in? Who should come in?
But obviously, you said you watched the overlap and you saw Rafa kind of talk about the opportunities that he wanted to go into.
Yeah,
That is potentially one he could go into.
I wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't like it either. No offense to Rafa, but
Nah.
I don't think it's that. Also, as well, the scrutiny that is going to be onto him as a Spanish coach, I don't know if it's going to be like that. And
It's
he's
not
talking
gonna be
about
good.
how good he was in cup competitions. But listen, that Liverpool Champions League was way back.
And
so
that was it's Leicester
once
winning
in
the
a
Prem.
lifetime. Yeah,
Them
exactly.
days it was Champions League on ITV days.
Exactly.
That is-
PlayStation
that's
2
gone.
on the board and that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
you know.
If we're looking at names, obviously he hasn't been managing for a while, and I don't know if he's found a new role yet. But talk about the wizard, Graham Potter. He was tipped for it. I don't think he's that bad. However, another name, cool, you guys rubbed that one out. Another name that I would mention is potentially Eddie Howe. We're going to need to see how this Newcastle project goes. If Newcastle do miss out on European or Champions League football again, it's going to be pressure on his job.
Yeah.
And if he loses that job, or if he wants to walk out of there without being sacked, I feel like that's somebody who we should
I
definitely
think
be looking at.
the fact that we don't have the World Cup is not next summer yet. We still have a bit of time. I think we should buy our time and actually see how Kieran McKenna does. If he does really well with Ipswich, he's a name that could at least be considered.
Maybe. Yeah.
At least be considered. But yeah, who are you going to say?
Eddie Howe for sure, because obviously you're saying about the Newcastle project, but he had Ryan Fraser looking like one of the best wingers in the league at a time. So again, I think Eddie Howe, and again with England, we want an English coach. Whenever there's been a foreign coach like Fabio
You
Capello,
want an English coach. I don't care.
oh no, I don't care. Oh yeah, I don't care.
No,
I
I care.
I want
I
a coach to
care,
do the
no.
business. I want a
It
coach to do the
I think
business.
I think it matters.
It definitely does matter in
well,
terms of patriotism and buying everyone into the team and whatnot.
that.
But when we've had Fabio Capello or the late Sven-Göran Eriksson,
Yeah, rest in
the
peace.
scrutiny has been double. So I would say either Eddie Howe or okay, y'all gonna call me crazy. Maybe Scott Parker, because I think what we need to do.
No.
I think what we
Michael
need to
Carrick
do.
even is better than that.
Scott
Maybe-
Parker,
maybe
you've
Michael
seen-
Carrick as
look,
well.
You've seen what happened to Scott Parker at Bournemouth, and the way the board, the media, the fans turned against him. It will get toxic, bro. You don't want that with England.
Can I say one thing?
think similar is happening at Burnley now. They're saying "I told you so" because he apparently said to Burnley players, "If you don't want to play, cut." I get that harsh thing, but bro, with England, you have to appeal to the media. You have to do all the things that Gareth Southgate actually did so well.
True.
So I'm not hearing Scott Parker.
To be fair,
Eddie Howe's probably the best.
Do you know why I said Scott Parker? Because I don't know any other English manager that
Michael
would.
Carrick can be a good-
No, but again,
Too
but
soon.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too soon, and also I think we need to also just work on managers in England that can just do well for England and not necessarily have to go to United, Chelsea, Liverpool, whatnot. Because like the former German coach Joachim Low, how you pronounce his name, I don't remember him playing managing a Bayern Munich or Dortmund, but he did really well for Germany. Even Vicente Del Bosque, like he might have had a stint at Barcelona or Real Madrid before I was aware. I don't know, but from as far as I'm concerned,
That's where you know
certain
him from.
exactly certain managers are good
managed a few
internationally.
clubs.
No, I know he managed a few clubs, but I'm saying in terms of did he make his name at like Real Madrid or did he make his name at
Slightly,
Barca?
but-
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like I think we should potentially look away from that and actually look at, okay, cool, can we grow some homegrown coaches that will know how to do well for the England team?
Yeah, I think
I
that's
hear
fair
it.
enough.
I hear
Anyway, let us know who should manage England going forward. who should be phased out of the England squad and who should be brought into the England squad. Are you optimistic when it comes to the future of England? Maybe you think Southgate shouldn't have even gone. Should we get him back? I don't know. Let us know in the comments below.
No.
Make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know every single time that we upload. And make sure that you follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.